Kieran, hey, what's up? Glad you're here. We gotta go see a couple movies. Unfortunately, you're seeing a dog shit one. I'm gonna see a good one because you haven't been here in a month and you're being punished. And you are gonna take your punishment. You're gonna take your punishment like a man, like my champ.
Now, if I'm gonna do this, there's something that you have got to do for me.
No, look, I'm not doing that. I'm not dressing up like a Robin Boy Wonder, wearing a little skimpy whore skirt that he wears, and standing in a giant box and being a little pop figure you can rub your cum all over. I'm not doing that. How much do you masturbate? I mean, Jesus Christ.
No.
Look, I don't want to dress up like a little Robin Boy Wonder pop figure and stand in a giant cardboard box while you masturbate.
No.
Not again.
No. That's what Joe's thing is. You're gonna take one for the team right now.
What, like a free throw shot?
Why are you saying that?
Cody here from Movie Losers, back with another review. Joining me is Kieran, as always, except for the last 5 reviews.
I know I've been missed by the public, by you, by the studio, by Joe and everybody.
Everybody
I've been
here.
Missed.
Everyone.
Bring it in for a nice little hug. We'll just bear hug it out. You know?
With consent.
With
you didn't
consent.
ask. You didn't
Consent.
ask.
I did not ask. And
Anyway.
I apologize.
We saw 2 movies, not together. I went and saw, I wanted to say Milo and Otis. That's a charming little movie about a cat and a dog befriending one another. Stan and Ollie is what I saw. Steve Coogan and John C. Reilly, they are playing the comedic legends, Laurel and Hardy. And I didn't know anything about them other than their names
Okay.
and their general appearance. I knew they kind of did your silent film, not necessarily silent films. Maybe there was audio at a certain point. I don't know. I didn't look into it too much.
Right.
But let's just say the comedy they did was more kind of Three Stooges-ish.
Right. Okay.
More kind of physical and visible gags that would make your grandmother laugh.
Right.
And that's what the audience was filled with, a bunch of grandmothers.
Family comedy in its finest.
Actually, Barbie and I sat down and we were getting ready to enjoy the film, of course, and I got a tap on the shoulder, and this sweet little old lady was like, "Can you be a dear and just move down a few seats?" I was like, "Hey, yes ma'am." She was polite. We got out of her way, but they were really amped for this movie. Honestly, all the elderly folks, half of them may be gone at this point, they really...
It's only been a week, damn it.
Alright. I'll cut that out.
No, I'll keep that in.
So a lot of the elderly folks, they were over there at their oxygen, barely alive.
The old people were there on the verge of death.
They should have been out in the cold.
They didn't even...
They walked to school in the negative 50 degrees back in the day.
The old people in there didn't even make it through the movie.
Yeah. Matt,
They brought the
they went in,
corner
they bought the ticket, they
God.
froze to death in the theater. You know who made it through the movie? Me and Matt Bevan.
Yeah.
My best friend.
Your best friend.
Anyway, the movie, look, it was charming. There's a theme of once you're past your prime, making a comeback, trying to rekindle maybe a past friendship you felt like you've lost along the way. It was just really kind of a beautiful, small film.
Right.
Great performances from Steve Coogan and John C. Reilly, and the supporting roles of played by actresses whose names I don't remember. One of them was the actress who played Moaning Myrtle. She was fun. But the dynamic between all 4 of them was really just kind of cute and interesting and really charming. So I recommend seeing it.
Score?
Stan and Ollie 4 out of 5 for me.
Boom.
Wouldn't necessarily watch it again
Right.
For a while, but
You're glad you saw it.
Glad I saw it. Yeah, I can recommend it if you were interested in seeing it. I mean, there's a few movies that are out there in theaters right now that are worth seeing, I'd say.
Right.
Including the one you're going to talk about.
Yes, so I went and saw Serenity. Truly a movie, to me, that was a train wreck. And I wanted to see a train wreck. I'm tired of always seeing good movies. Sometimes you gotta see the bad ones, right? And I wanted to see, is this as bad as everybody was talking about? And boy, is it. It lives up to its train wreck name.
Justice League bad, or?
Oh, worse. I mean...
Damn, a better joke
we're talking
Aquaman
about,
bad, or?
no, the movie's good. I'm talking about like 50 Shades bad. This is really, really bad. Of course, a drama, stars Matthew McConaughey, one of my favorite personal actors, really, because...
Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway, who I love as well, yeah.
Is there a lot of sex in this, or...?
No, not really.
Not gonna get your perverts in the theater. Huh?
No, you're not going to get people like you in there.
I assumed this was a sci-fi movie.
No.
Because the one that came out back in like 2005, I thought...
Right. No, this is just a pure drama. Matthew McConaughey kind of plays a fisherman whose real sole motivation in this movie is to catch a tuna. Now, there's a little bit of a metaphor that plays into the movie a little bit later on. He faces a moral decision in this movie. Really, what the backbone to it is.
Does he release the fish he captures, or
no?
Does he eat the fish?
No, that's not his motivation. Like, his moral dilemma. It's really Anne Hathaway, who plays his ex-wife. Karen, I believe is her name, is in an abusive relationship with Jason Clarke's character, and she wants Matthew McConaughey, her ex-husband, to kill her current husband. Matthew McConaughey has a son, which
just
really was one
kind of randomly, or did Jason Clarke do something to?
He was abused. He was physically abusive towards his wife, Anne Hathaway.
This kind of sounds. I mean, it sounds kind of like a Lifetime original or Oxygen movie.
Yeah.
Does Hallmark have stuff like that? That dark? I don't know.
Yeah, it's super. This movie's super strange. Like, one of the good things I liked about this movie was there was a really great relationship between Matthew McConaughey and the child actor who was playing his son.
Does McConaughey just beat the Christ out of Jason Clarke with a tuna to death?
Not with the tuna. No.
Oh, all right.
I don't want to spoil too much in this movie because.
You said there was a twist. You mentioned there's
a
big,
major
wacky
twist in here, and really. That's the talking point. That's what a lot of people are talking about when it comes to this movie. And I think the twist is it's one of the most outrageous things I've ever seen in movies, ever. It hits you. So with twists like me, so you take M. Night Shyamalan, he has twists, right? But then you can go back and watch the movie and you can say...
You rethink it differently, right?
Right. This movie, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't even make sense.
Let's maybe score it now, and then we can talk about the twist, because maybe all of 10 people are going to watch this movie.
Right. So,
even less this review.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to score this 1 out of 5. It's a really, really poor movie. I debated with a 0 out of 5, honestly. I just think that the story is just very contradicting. The characters have no motivation, and really it looks like nobody really tried in this movie whatsoever. So I'm going to go with a 1 out of 5 for this movie.
Spoiler time. What's the twist?
Spoiler time. So, like I mentioned, there's this moral dilemma for Matthew McConaughey. Is he going to kill Jason Clarke's character or not? Because he's an abusive husband. So, what happens in this movie ultimately is, and I'm going to give you the very short version. At one point, Matthew McConaughey finds out that his reality...
So the camera died mid-Kieran spoiling the movie, much like the audience in Stan and Ollie. Unfortunately, we don't care enough to reiterate what he just said, or about old people.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to know the twist, just write in the comments. I'll write in the comments or on Twitter or something. If you really want to know
if
it.
If you can figure out a keyboard, Grandma. They're on death's doorstep. They're not going to last long, old people.
They're terrible people. We're going to hell.
You want to pass me the rock? Let me shoot a free throw shot. Is that what you mean? LeBron? Melo? Huh? You gonna pass me the ball? You want me to dribble drive down your lane? Pop up from 30 feet, take a shot, while you shoot your load all over me? And I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it again. I'm not a good basketball player, Kieran. I'm only good at getting masturbated on. Yeah, sure, we'll do the pop figure thing. I'll do that. Where do you want to come? I'll get a towel. I'll get a shawl. Here, my granny made this for me. Get your cum all over it. She's dead.